All right, we're almost to the end of this 90-minute debate that I think is going a little bit longer than planned. Thanks for joining us here, the Politics team, as we do analysis as soon as this debate wraps up. We've got Jennifer Stoddard-Hyde, the former chair of the Dallas chair of the Dallas County GOP, as well as Delia Parker-Mims, the chair of the Denton County Democratic Party. You were talking, Jennifer, about how you were surprised that we've gotten this far into the debate, and you haven't heard a whole lot about the economy. You haven't heard as much as you wanted to hear about the economy.
We basically have had one question about the economy at the very beginning of the debate, and it is the number one issue for over 75% of the likely voters. And I just don't think they're doing a very good job of getting into any issues. I don't know about you guys, but I've heard virtually no policy. I've seen Vice President Harris given the opportunity to give long speeches about attacking former president, and then him trying to defend himself. But I haven't seen anything that I think will influence voters one way or the other, that will give them an idea of who these candidates are or what they're going to do. And I think it's unfortunate for Vice President Harris, because over 30% of the undecided voters say they want to know more about what her plans are. She says she has a plan, but she doesn't tell us what it is.
Delia, I saw you chuckling a little bit there. Can you tell us what's running through your head?
Well, I don't think they're, well, I'm going to say with President Trump, or as she calls him, former President Trump, I don't think he's expanding his electoral possibilities. He's simply talking to his base, saying the same extreme lies, that he's not being checked upon. Outrageous lies. And I was chuckling because it's funny, because when you talk to a Trump supporter, to say that he's being attacked and he's protecting himself, that tells you that he's talking to his base and that you're not changing minds. But what I will say about Harris, I do think she has tried to say what her policy objectives would be. I think she has gotten more of that in than Trump has. They have asked him specific questions. He's denied those questions. And when I come and watch a debate, I want to see policy, just like you do, Jennifer. But we see a little bit of that. We see temperament. And we see an audition as to what type of president that we want. That's what we're really seeing, because we're not getting into a whole lot of policy debates. And what I think Vice President Harris is doing, I think she's trying to expand. She's trying to reach a different audience, because if you're a Harris supporter, nothing tonight is going to change that. If you're a Trump supporter, nothing's going to change that. If you're undecided, which I can't imagine why you're still undecided, then you're watching this and you have to decide, what type of tone do I want from my president? Because we're not talking a whole lot about policy, although I do think Harris is trying to get it in, and I think she's showing that her directives are going to be towards the middle class, and that's how they're going to address it.
Jennifer, anything you saw tonight, does it change any minds for independent voters? Because what I saw from both candidates is exactly what I expected. I expected Trump to say the things and act like he's acting. Same thing with Harris as well.
I don't think it's changed the independents' minds. I think they need to hear more from Harris specifically about what her policies are. I think that they have a very good idea. This is unique because Trump has been president, and we do know what his policies were, and he basically says he's going to bring most of those policies back. So I don't think it's changed anybody's minds. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if half the people have already turned it off.
Maybe they turned over here to this
yeah,
Politics on YouTube.
Maybe so. Let's hope.